What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy T-Money up in the hizzy. Boom! What's up, pips? It's been a minute, guys. We missed you, so we wanted to do a quick video. Just give you a little update of some of the things we picked up over the last week. And, so, I do have a bunch of things coming probably tomorrow. So I'll do another video when I get it in, but I've just been wanting to do a video lately, and I haven't had much or enough stuff to really do one, so I wanted to get one in today. So, quick stack. These are all pickups from this week. Today is Monday, Tuesday, today's Wednesday. So, a couple items from FYE, a couple items from... Well, we've got FYE, we've got Severin, we've got Raro Video, we've got a company I've never heard of before, we've got Magnet, we've got Kino Lorber, E1, Anchor Bay, and one unboxing at the end we will do from a package from Diabolic, which is probably the most exciting thing I have in this lot. So, first up, just a couple things I picked up at FYE yesterday. So this is, sorry about the glare as always, guys. This is a Pang Brothers film, Forest of Death. I think these are the guys who did the Black Magic movie. I'm not exactly sure. I know they're brothers too. I don't know if it's Pang Brothers, but anyway. I think Derek, DBorgia86 likes these guys. So, yeah, I'd heard, I think, him talk about this at one point and a few other people. Forest of Death. Basically about like an enchanted, haunted forest type thing. Some people go to investigate it, and I don't really know what happens. But anyway, it says a TV reporter and a homicide detective embark into the forest on a treacherous journey to the heart of the Forest of Death, where a chilling revelation awaits them all. So anyway, yeah, I've heard decent things, if I can remember correctly. So that's Forest of Death. This one seemed kind of interesting. I got this at FYE as well. It's called Death of a Ghost Hunter. And on the back it says the scariest film of this year. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the quotes. But it's in 2002, renowned ghost hunter, so it's based on a true story maybe, Carter Simmons was offered $5,000 to conduct a 3-day, 3-night paranormal investigation of the infamous Masterson house. 20 years earlier, Minister Joseph Masterson and his family were brutally murdered inside their home. With the aid of a videographer, a reporter, and spiritual advocate, Carter set out to prove or disprove claims that the Masterson house was haunted. What transpired is the most terrifying and tragic paranormal investigation in the history of modern ghost hunting. So yeah, I don't know if it's found footage or what, but, and it sounds pretty generic, you know. I've seen a million movies that have similar, plots to this, but, yeah, I don't know. It seemed pretty creepy, I guess. If anybody's seen this Death of a Ghost Hunter, let me know your thoughts. It'll probably be a while, honestly, till I get to that one. And next up from FYE, we have another movie. I have another movie called Torment, and I believe, what's her name, is in it from Ginger Snaps. I'm drawing a blank right now. But, and then there's another movie called Tormented as well, which are like, what do you call it, more like slasher type films. But this one, is an IFC release, and it's, I guess, a revenge flick, maybe? So yeah, I don't know much about it. It was cheap, though. It was like $3.99, and of course FYE is doing their buy two, get the third for $1 deal, so, couldn't pass it up. I mean, $4. Seems pretty good. It's got a lot of quotes on it and stuff from various sources. So yeah, if anybody's seen this one as well, drop a line. That's Tormented, IFC. And so this one I picked up at FYE as well, and it was actually pretty sweet because this was $6.99, and I had this. I had a real beat up version of this at home. it was all like, the tin was all like, I don't know, scratched and just in rough, rugged shape, dinged up pretty hard. So this was in basically mint condition. And, you know, I have multiple editions of, I have the Black Maria box, or I'm sorry, the truck edition, 4K restoration of Texas Chainsaw. I also have that other 4K restoration that was released this last year, I think 2015, by I forget who. But yeah, and I had this too, but I couldn't pass it up. $6.99 hard box, or I mean steelbook, an original steelbook from 2006, and it's in mint condition. So figured I'd, you know, and then I was able to return it basically and get my money back. So I just swapped editions and got a brand new fresh one. So that's this. This is a great. It's Dark Sky Films releasing. I'm sure everybody has this or had this at one point, but you know, I really like this edition. It's a DVD release, but I like the picture quality in it. It's kind of grainy, real Texas Chainsaw-y look. So I wanted to have this. I'll never get rid of this. And so it's just basically a swap upgrade, so that worked out at $6.99. And next up, I have this. This is The Exorcist 3. I got this used as well for pretty cheap. I think like $7 or $8. And why not? I have this in the Exorcist trilogy box set that came out on Blu-ray. I think 2015, 14 or 15 as well. But I love this film, and those box sets, they're not really that annoying, but it's just I wanted to have it on single disc. I figured for the price it was worth it. I love this film, and just so this will be the one that I watch, the edition, so I don't have to pull out that box set, and I can keep the box in pristine condition and just watch from this one. So that is The Exorcist 3, which is actually probably at least tied with the original Exorcist. I love this movie. I think it's really fucking good. Brad Dourif. I didn't know who he was aside from the voice of Chucky before I saw this movie. This was like the first movie where I actually saw Brad Dourif in a role, a physical role, rather than just the voice of Chucky, and he's amazing, man. He definitely proved that I think he's an incredible actor, so I'll always be reminded, this film will always remind me of that, my first time watching him perform on screen. Seeing him perform on screen, rather. And I think he's an amazing actor, and he does an amazing job. Thirsty. Yeah, so The Exorcist 3, great movie. And I actually didn't know they had this on Blu-ray, so maybe I had heard that they were going to release it right around the same time that the trilogy set came out on Blu. So then I avoided it. So next up, actually my brother picked this up from FYE the other day, and I swiped it. It's called Chained. I was not familiar with this film. I haven't seen it yet, but you know, from the I don't want to go into the details about really what it's about, but Jennifer Lynch, it's a girl director, and I think it's basically just a story about a taxi driver who abducts a kid and raises him. He's like a serial killer. And then it shows kind of like the conflict between the two, the kid growing up with him, and I don't really know. Something like that. But yeah, I don't know anything about this movie, so yeah, I look forward to checking it out. I mean, it seems kind of cool. It's Chained, so if anybody's seen that one, feel free to drop a line. Alright, so let's see, 2 more from FYE. So this, again, I don't know anything about. It's produced by Uwe Boll, so it can't be too good. It's probably pretty bad. But I just I was sold just by the artwork on this one. It's just one of those movies you see used for like $6, and it was brand new. It had like the sticker, you know, and everything. It hadn't even been opened, so I was like, fuck it. Definitely a blind buy, but and I love zombie films, so yeah, I don't know. Don't really know anything about this one other than it's probably not good because it's produced by Uwe Boll, or U Boll. How do you pronounce that? Is it Uwe Boll or is it U? I don't know. Either way, He's not good. So, he didn't direct it though, so. And actually, people were saying there's like one movie recently that he directed that was good. But anyway, this just seems like a pretty generic, shitty French, I'm assuming it's French because everything is like, it's marketed in English and French, unless this is just a French Blu-ray. But yeah, that's Zombie Massacre from 2012. So, we'll see. Don't have any idea when I'm going to get around to watching this. But, so next up is a film. I love this film very much, and I've had it on DVD forever, and I remember I got drunk a few years ago and with my best friend, and we watched this, and it's fucking hilarious. This movie is not even supposed to be hilarious, but it's funny, man. The performance from A.J. Bowen in this movie is phenomenal. I think he plays the best psychopath, like, just a fucking crazy. This movie's awesome. If you guys haven't seen The Signal, it's about this like transmission from this TV, and when you like tune into it, if you tune into it too hard, it makes you like go insane and go on like a murdering spree. And basically, this happens to like a whole nation, and everybody just goes batshit insane, straight up anarchy, running the streets, murdering each other, and this guy and this girl basically, actually they were having an affair before the transmission thing happened, and so they find each other during this chaos and try and escape from her psychopath boyfriend, who is A.J. Bowen, I'm sorry. And it's just a great film, man. I really love this movie, and it's funny. It's not intentionally funny, I don't think, but it is. It's so good. It's a really good time. I highly suggest you drink a couple beers and watch this movie or something. Anyway, just see it. I loved it. The Signal is one of my favorite movies for sure, or for modern movies, I should say. Yeah, so, and I had this on DVD, I upgraded. This was like $6.99 on Blue, brand new. Again, it had the sticker. I peeled it off, but, so I definitely am happy to have found this, for the upgrade, because I love this film. Alright, so next up we're getting into kind of the more expensive, if you will, or the, semi-better things, higher quality. So I guess first up, we have a movie that I have never seen before. I almost picked this up on DVD a few years ago or maybe last year, because the artwork, I think it was the same cover art too, just was appealing to me for whatever reason. I know it's shot on video, but, so I picked this up. I don't know why I didn't get it back then, but I'm glad I didn't, because this came out on Tuesday of this week. So it's called Dear God No, and bikers, bullets, boobs, blood, beer, and Bigfoot. So it is a crazy ass movie, and it's an exploitation film. Yeah, I don't know. It's just supposedly a batshit crazy film, and definitely balls out, shot on video. So I believe it's shot on film. So I'm excited to watch this. I don't really know what it's about, but one thing that I noticed is this is a DVD-R, and it's $24.99 I paid for this on Amazon, and you're fucking paying these days. Not that it really matters. A Blu-ray's a Blu-ray, I guess, but you know, you pay $25 for a DVD. There's nothing inside this. It's just a white background, bare bones to a T. There's not really any special features. You get transfer. That's it. There's nothing. Trailer and commentary, basically, and 8 Easter eggs, whatever the hell that means. But yeah, and it's a BVR. It's a Blu-ray. It's a recorded DVD-R, so it'd be BRR. I don't know. It's a recorded Blu-ray. You know, it's not an official Blu-ray, so you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that kind of pisses me off though, because I noticed a lot of more independent companies like Dustin Mills is doing that. Not that it really affects the picture quality or anything, but if you're going to charge top dollar for a release, you might as well make it a fucking official disc. So, that's my little bone to pick with this release. I haven't seen it yet, though, so I can't comment on the actual film, but yeah, that's Dear God No. I'm just glad I didn't buy it on DVD, too, because then I would have had to double dip, and nah, that just wouldn't have been fun. So next up is a new release from Kino Lorber. I was gonna get this on Diabolic, but I figured, because this came out this past Tuesday, but it was up on Diabolic's site, like almost a month ago. So you could have gotten it real early if you had ordered from them. But I'm glad I didn't, because turns out I wouldn't have had a chance to get to it anyway. So I got this on Amazon for, I think, $16, $16.99 or something, and it's 1988 film, Transformations. And I like this. This is the reversible cover art, actually. The just so you guys can see. I like the cover art that it comes with as well. Or this is the art that's featured, like if you were to purchase the disc. So yeah, and excuse me. So it says, an active passion unleashes a deadly force. In the furthest reaches of the galaxy, a lone transport pilot, Wolfgang Shattuck, locks in his destination, switches an automatic pilot, and retires for the night. Little does he know that events will soon steer him into a collision course with gruesome horrors of transformations, where a horrifying evil lurks behind seductive facades. Sorry, I'm not an English major. I don't even know what that word means. But anyway, so yeah, it says, when Wolf awakens from a nightmarish slumber, he finds himself in a hospital ward of a prison colony. His ship has crashed with its cargo intact. Soon he finds himself gripped with a grotesque and mysterious disease that transforms him into a horrendous beast, and only the purity of a beautiful woman stands between the deadly force and the rest of mankind. So it sounds kind of cool. A film from 1988. Sorry, once I start reading, guys, I feel like there's never a good point to stop, and then I just keep going and going. So my apologies if you get bored with that. But yeah, so I really dug, though, the reverse cover art that this came with. So I made that the cover art for it. So, and that's cool. I don't know if Kino normally gives you reverse cover art, so it's pretty sweet. It's the first time I noticed it. I'm sure they've done it before, and I just don't even know. I didn't even notice. Here I go again with this peeling. Sorry, guys. Pain in the ass. So yeah, that's Transformations. Cool. Excited to check that out. So next up, this is a relatively new film, The Sinful Dwarf. Again, this was up for pre-order on Diabolic, and you could have gotten it a couple weeks early. It's a new film from Severin, and I guess don't know much about this film aside from the fact that it's like a sexual exploitation / horror film, I think, and it's about a dwarf who like kidnaps and rapes basically women. Something to do with his mother, his family is involved as well, or something like that. But yeah, so you can get the dolls too. Diabolic DVD is selling like a Sinful Dwarf doll for like $15. So if you're a big fan of the movie, little heads up for you. If you go over to Diabolic, you can grab that. I definitely have no use for it, but yeah, I guess this is kind of like an adult / horror film. So yeah, I don't know how cool it's gonna be, but I wanted to pick it up because I do collect Severin, and so yeah, that's The Sinful Dwarf, a film by Vidal Roski. When was this made? 1974, so it's pretty old. Alright, so second to last before we go into the unboxing is a Raro new film, relatively new release from Raro. I do have, in one of my upcoming updates, hopefully sooner than later, I do have, what's it called, coming? Damn it. The Perfume of the Lady in Black. That Blu-ray, I guess, was like a Facebook only. I was watching a video and somebody said it was like a Facebook only exclusive. So you could only pick up the Blu-ray for, I mean, if this is true, I know I couldn't find it fucking anywhere. I was trying to get it on Raro forever. And like I even contacted somebody, and they like, somebody that works at Raro, one of the reps, and they like didn't tell me that it was like a Facebook exclusive pre-order or something. So luckily I scored the Perfume of the Lady in Black Blu-ray, the only one that I've seen on eBay. I got into a bidding war with somebody and I ended up getting it for $26 shipped, but to me that's worth it because I really want that movie on Blu-ray. So hopefully that's coming soon. But this is a film called Killer Cop. I don't really know anything about it, but yeah, I'll spare reading the details. But yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I really like the cover art on this one too. And it's directed by Luciano Ercoli. I don't know anything that he's done. But yeah, just cool. I love Raro, so I love their slipcovers and just quality work these guys put out. So yeah, that's Killer Cop. I will update you when I watch it, let you know what I thought. So last but not least, we will get into the grand unboxing. So this is something that I had pre-ordered from good old Diabolic DVD. And they pack these fuckers good, man. They don't joke around. Normally they don't even they put these bags on the inside and they'll put the box on the outside, so it's a little different. So it appears to be opened already, and I didn't open this yet, I haven't looked, but that's cool. Easy access. I'll save this box too. So, stoked for this one here, guys. Pre-ordered it as soon as I saw the link was available. So this is the newest release from Synapse Films, and it is the Tenebrae Steelbook. Very excited for this release. Brand new. Newly released. I don't even think it's been officially released yet. And you can't get this on Amazon. I think you can only get it. It's exclusively sold through Diabolic and Synapse at the time. And I know it's limited to 3,000. It is a 3-disc Blu-ray, DVD, and CD limited steelbook edition of Dario Argento's horror classic. Yeah, only 3,000 units are produced. So, and I can't, on a side note, I can't believe that they haven't sold all of their Demons steelbooks yet. I think they had made 3,000 of each of those fuckers, and like Arrow puts out a 3,000 release of what? Let's see, what was the latest one? Necromantic 2, and it's gone before fucking, I don't know, man. Maybe they just have a wider film base, being a European company, and in Europe they must sell like crazy, because it blows my mind that Demons hasn't sold out yet. It's been available for years now. So yeah, this will probably be available for a little while. I guess that was the point I was trying to make, so you don't necessarily have to rush on this one. Maybe you do. I did, because I don't ever want to miss a film like this. It was expensive though. It was around $50. I'm an idiot too. I probably should have, to be honest, but even though I love supporting Diabolic, I'll support Synapse as well. And I think it's like $10 cheaper if you get it from Synapse, which is surprising. Normally, it's cheaper to buy Synapse films on like Amazon and even Diabolic. But yeah, I paid $47.99 for this. That was the pre-order rate, and that didn't include shipping, so it's just about $50, I think, just under 50. So maybe it was like 46. I can't remember, but it was just under 50 was my bill. I remember seeing. So yeah, this includes. Razor sharp special features include all new Synapse Films supervised color correction and restoration of a 1080p scan from the original uncut negative elements, presented in the original aspect ratio of 1:851. Dual English and Italian language options with newly translated English subtitle tracks for both. Audio commentary track featuring film critic Argento and Argento scholar Maitland McDonough. Original international trailer, booklet containing linear notes by Derek Botello, author of The Argento Syndrome, with additional technical notes by Vincent Pereira and Don May Jr., who is the owner of Synapse Films. Chapter selections, collectible steelbook packaging by Silver Ferox Designs. The special features exclusive to the Blu-ray disc include rare, high-def, 1080p English sequence, insert shots playable within the film via seamless branching. Feature-length, in-depth documentary called Yellow Fever, The Rise and Fall of the Giallo by High Rising Productions, chronicling the Giallo film genre from its beginnings as early 20th century crime fiction to its later influences on the modern slasher film genre. Interviews featuring Dario Argento, Umberto Lenzi, Luigi Cozy, Richard Stanley, and more. Let's see. Original Unsane U.S. version of Tenebrae and end credit sequence, alternate opening credit sequence, and Japanese Shadow theatrical trailer. And the bonus disc includes 19 tracks. It's the CD soundtrack. 19 tracks from the original motion picture soundtrack. So awesome, man. I would highly recommend you guys pick this up if you're interested and you're a fan of this film. I know I am. And now all I need is a ultimate. Well, I shouldn't say all I need. I would love and cannot wait for them to release Suspiria on Blu-ray, and I hope it's a steelbook or some. I'm sure it'll be something bomb. And also, what's the other one that I love? Tenebrae and Phenomena. That's my favorite. I actually like that a little more than Tenebrae for whatever reason. I just really like that Munchkin Ghoul or whatever in that. But anyway, that's it. That's my haul, guys. I will stop rambling. I'm going on 26 minutes now for just over, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, something like 10, 11 Blu-rays and like 3 or 4 DVDs. So that's it, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. Tomorrow I'm going to be should be getting a few more items in, and so I'll either do a video then. And I also wanted to just say real quick, I mailed out congratulations to the winners of my contest for 50 subs. It was Critter, I was going to say Clutter Stuff and Torment. So thank you so much, guys, for entering, and congratulations to both of you on winning. And both of your packages have been sent out as of today. So expect them, I guess, probably beginning of next week. If you're lucky, maybe Saturday. But yeah, guys, so thanks again. Thank you to everyone who participated in that giveaway. And yeah, give me a shout when you guys get your packages just to let me know that you did. Alright, everybody else, have a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.